Morning, Loz.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Feeling all right. It's a Thursday morning.
Yeah, so close to the weekend.
I love it. Lots on this weekend
Yes.
for me.
What have you got on?
2 nights of DJing again.
Yep.
So last weekend I did 2 nights at Juicy Rump. Mm-hmm. This week I'll do Friday night Juicy Rump, and then Saturday night I'll be on the rooftop after the band Holy Dime. So I'll take over
At
from them.
Epilogue?
At Epilogue.
Cool.
Yeah, so that'll be around 11-ish.
It's a late one.
11. Well, no, because I start 11 at Juicy Rump as well.
I guess.
I start at 10, but I officially start 11. It's like you set up and get going. Well, at this place I'll start probably sometime just after 11 when the band finishes. They usually have a little break.
Yep.
To allow you to grab a drink while they unplug a few cables, and then they throw my computer onto the desk and off I go.
Yeah, I guess it's just showing my age. I'm like, God, 11 o'clock's late. But, I used to not go out until that time.
Yes.
So, I get it.
Yeah, well, when we were younger,
In Melbourne, clubs
we go and have a
clubs
cafe
didn't even,
first.
They didn't even open until like 11 or 12.
well, we had late night cafes, so you go out and have dinner at like 9 or 10,
Oh, I didn't do that.
and then we would go on to the clubs like 11 or 12.
I would pre-game and then go into the clubs.
Yes,
at 11 or 12.
pre-game was the flask, was it?
Not always. It was
A lot of
just-
people had the cool little flask.
It was
Very
just
naughty.
getting ready at a mate's place and having some music and some beverages, getting ready, getting pumped up to go out.
Yes, to save yourself money on alcohol when you go out.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, this is it. This is what I'm saying.
Definitely not healthy. Do not recommend.
Drink responsibly.
Yes.
Yes, that's what we recommend. Mm-hmm. So what's on for you over the weekend? Anything exciting?
No.
Well, we can talk about that tomorrow if you think of something.
I got no idea. Probably nothing.
Nothing on?
No, I don't think so. I might get crazy and do my housework, grocery shopping, and read a book or something.
Yeah, well,
Ooh, watch out.
I'm still settling into my place. Still doing
Yes,
stuff.
that's right. You moved not too long ago.
Yeah.
How are you liking it?
Look, it was a bit dirtier than I expected it to be,
Yep.
right? Because what they do is you go and have a look at it, then they say, "Oh, we'll clean it up for you."
Yeah, they go, we'll have someone in to come and clean it before you
no,
move
they
in.
didn't. They didn't do it. So a bit annoyed. So I've been trying to get it in shape for about a week now. On the day it was, as I said, exhausting.
Well, it's okay though,
I was
as
up
long as
till
if you
midnight
get,
cleaning the first night.
as I always say to my mates when they have the exact same issue, as long as you take photos and stuff when you move in of it not being spick and span, because you are only required to leave the premise how you found it to get your bond back, which. It's always so crazy when you move into a place, I think anyway, back when I was a renter.
You don't take the photos, you just start cleaning.
No, it's not even that. It's
Well, I did.
when I... Of course
So
you
I'm in a
did.
bit of trouble now.
Of course you did.
Because I've been trying to talk to the agent about it, right? And it's like there's a window when you can complain.
Oh, okay.
And the window, I was trying to do it all online because everything's online these days, right? I'm going to sound like a not very tech kind of guy, but I am. I'm reasonable. And I'm doing it bit by bit because I had to work around my work schedule to do it. So I'm doing little bits of it, and it saves itself, and then it comes back when you open it again.
Yep.
You keep adding to it. So I'd done about half of it, and then it kicked me out completely because the deadline came through at 9 a.m. yesterday morning. So I'd done about half of it. So then I get an email back saying you didn't do any of it.
Oh.
So I've lost all of the comments, everything. So I said to the agent, "Can you do that? Can you open it up again for me?" And the agent's not responded. So
Yeah,
I feel like I
right.
can't do it now because there's some kind of
You can just write it down on actual paper.
Well, I'm going to have to
And
because
do it
it's
that way.
But the problem is too, I took a lot of photos 2 nights ago because I knew I had to do that. I'd spoken to the agent. I knew I had to do it. So I've submitted some of those photos to the agent manually, but I'd put a lot of them onto this digital report. But I didn't take enough photos from when I first moved in. The only one I took was the oven, which was absolutely putrid. The oven's disgusting. So I took some photos of the oven, but I didn't take enough photos. I took photos of once I'd cleaned,
Yeah.
but I hadn't taken photos of when it was dirty, when I first got there.
I always find it so crazy because, I'm not a renter anymore, but when I was a renter, when you move into it, it's common when you move into a place, things aren't always up to scratch.
No.
But I always found it so strange because then when you're moving out and you're trying to get everything ready so you can move out and get your bond back, the agent consistently will come back at you oh, you need to clean the oven again. Oh, you need to redo the shower because there's a bit of calcium. It's of course there's a little bit of calcium. There's calcium everywhere. They continually come back with things and then you finally get it all done and they go, yeah, it's cool. If that's how it is, then how come when you move into places it's just not?
No, I agree with you.
Scratch.
And this one is owner. The owner was the last tenant.
Yeah, right.
So, which is even more annoying, right? I would have expected a little bit more. But, you know, this is life. We move on. But my last place, I got some people in to clean it.
Yep.
And I got my bond back, so that was good. And, you know, it was only a small place, a little studio place, but they cleaned it, and I got the agent said it was in excellent. She said it was excellent. Which I thought was nice.
Awesome.
I felt like I was back at school. Big tick.
Yeah.
Got a little star on my forehead.
You have a gold star.
I got a gold star.
When I moved into my house, there was like, so when we did the inspection and stuff, there were things we were like, this has to be done, this has to be done.
Yeah.
Yep, cool, the owners are going to do that before you move in. Great, fantastic. And then when we moved in, we're like, well, they kind of did it, but not properly. Yeah. So in between, I think I've said this to you before on air, we moved in a little bit early, as in when we bought the house, because the owners weren't in Alice, like they lived interstate.
Oh, okay.
And so even though our settlement date was whatever
date. You were squatters?
Yeah, essentially. But no, they were like, oh, you can move in earlier if you want. And we didn't necessarily move in earlier, but I was like, we'll start moving boxes and stuff in. The reason was because in between them leaving the house and us moving into the house, it had been broken into. So they were like, we want someone to we don't want it sitting empty. Now, when it was
that's nice of them.
Yeah, and when it was broken into, whoever had broken into it had I want to say graffiti. They'd written numbers on the door, and we were like, cool. They were like, that's all right. The owners are going to get a painter, and it's all going to be fixed. But they obviously did it themselves because it looked fine to begin with, but then by a few months later, when the light hit certain spots, you would notice, you could see through the paint. Like they had just painted not the whole door, just over that one little spot, and only one coat. So the permanent marker underneath came through.
Oh dear.
So things like that, and I was like, come on, guys.
Yeah,
we
it's
bought
a bit that
the
way.
house.
Well, look, I'll survive, but my biggest problem is now I'm worried that because there's all these scuff marks that are on the floor, but I've taken photos
and
of
they're
them.
going to think it's you.
Yeah, they're going to think it's me. But the owner will know better, but we'll just see what happens in 6 months or whenever I finish in the place. But
that's it.
Anyway, we better get to the news.
Absolutely.
We'll catch you in this second part, which is exclusive on our YouTube channel, which is called Listen to Sun 969. We'll do that very soon.
Sounds good.